right, how you doing? This is Miguel Trujillo. Gonna do my speak for 25 minutes habit. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, what's going on with me today? I am not sure. Let's see. How do you like my glasses? I actually don't care for them very much. On a scale from 1 to 10, I think they're fair, a 4 or 5. They may even be, no, I don't think they'll even as high, but they're not bad. I mean, they're not the worst glasses in the world. Maybe they're a 6, but they have a tendency to fall down off the bridge of my nose. But it doesn't matter since I'm spending a lot of time at my home teleworking. They just need to work, and they do work. In fact, they are magnification 2.0, which is all the magnification I need right now. Funny thing is, I used to need a magnification 1.25, and that was great until it wasn't anymore. And then two just as what was much better than 1.25. Anyways, you can see I shaved recently. I shaved my face, and you might be able to see I've lost a little bit of weight, just 1 or 2 pounds really, which is fine. And any kind of when I'm trying to achieve a goal, any kind of development which results in me moving closer to my goal is something to celebrate. And especially when it relates to food and eating, because that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to control. Body composition is an issue. It's a problem for a lot of people, for nearly everyone. Well, not everyone, but for a lot of people. And, you know, body composition is a challenge, even for people who exercise a lot. In fact, I knew a person who did a lot of competitions, like exercising, they were an Ironman athlete, and which of course is the pinnacle of, or at least one of the pinnacles of cardiovascular exercise. The running, swimming, biking, triathlons. But you know what? She was overweight. You know, and which makes total sense because I don't know. I can imagine there's like an off season and an on season, and so what are you gonna do with all those extra calories? Are you gonna change your eating habits depending on what kind of exercising you did last week? The answer, of course, is yes. You want to do it responsibly, but the thing is, it's hard to change habits, particularly when you've got them ingrained enough, because of your training. So my hat's off to them as an athlete, but it's hard to maintain body composition. It really is. So my goal, it has been for a long time really, to get abs, and I'm getting closer and closer to my goal of getting abs. In fact, I'm making really good progress recently, and the progress has come in two forms. Well, actually, in two pieces really. The first progress piece was that I actually made a commitment to lose weight and eat less, because that's actually one of the hardest parts of getting 6-pack abs. The commitment to stop eating as much food, or at least to stop eating in so much of a caloric surplus. And there's another part of it too. It has to do with physical activity. It's basically a commitment also to exercise a little bit more. Now, you don't necessarily have to exercise more. In fact, you could do it the other way too. You could just make a commitment to exercise more and eat as much as you want. But that's not necessarily practical, especially for me, because I think what I've found recently is that I can eat as much food as I want to eat. If I've got a pot roast and I've eaten that, give me 30 minutes or an hour and I'll be happy to have a second meal. That is no problem. Give me a dessert. There's something what I've heard. It's like there's like a taste satiety, where you might be satisfied, say, if you're eating a savory food, but then if you switch to a sweet food, you grow a second stomach, which happens to me all the time. And the same is true opposite. Like, I could eat a lot of sweets, then you give me something savory and I'm eating all over again. Like, I had another stomach. So yeah, there's like sensation savory, scent like taste sensations satiety. So that was the first piece, the losing weight piece. The second piece has to do with developing the muscles of the abdomen. And so I really, the first trick to that was, first of all, exercising abs. Because here's the thing, for a long time, I did not exercise abs. And I was fine with it because I was exercising all the other body parts, arms, chest, back, legs. And the fact is, anytime you're doing any of that kind of stuff at the gym, you're also, by necessity, training your abs. And so, I just never really thought it was important. It never was really critical to me. But recently, I've started training abs specifically and thinking about it as an important part of my training routine. In fact, now I'm training abs, get this, 3 days a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which is phenomenal because I've never done anything like that. Part of what made that possible was me isolating an exercise or fighting an exercise that I enjoyed doing. Now, I've done a lot of ab exercises of various types, and I've had success with some of them, but that doesn't necessarily determine that you're going to do them. And so I've tried things like the Roman chair and crunches and incline crunches and ab machines and the roller, the rolling wheel, and all kinds of ab machines. The hanging arm raise, hanging arm knee raise, and all kinds of ab work. And not one has ever stuck until I found this exercise, which is the cable crunch. Now, one thing I really like about the cable crunch is that you can progress. You can, by increasing the weight on the cable machine, you can progress to, you can go start at 50 pounds and then go to 60 or 70, 80. And I love the progressive nature of the exercise. That's one of the reasons that I did not do any kind of other ab exercises. It was because a lot of them are body weight exercises, and those exercises don't interest me very much because who wants to build lots of endurance doing abs? And of course, there are a lot of ways to get around that through changing angles and things like that. But man, I was just not interested in doing that kind of thing. Thankfully, the cable crunch came around. So I started doing cable crunches 1 time a week, and now I've built up to 3 times a week. So now it's ingrained as a pretty good habit. Um, so what I'm going to do is do something like what I'm thinking of doing. And so basically, what I want to say is I am doing an awesome job. I've just lost track, which is kind of fun and interesting. Now, let me see if I can get back onto track. And that has to do with my ab exercises. So, tell me about the ab exercises. All right. So, yeah, I was explaining why I was finally why I fell in love partly with the cable crunch. Oh, there's another element. And the element is not only that I started doing like the central cable crunch, just like my central abs, but I also started doing oblique abs. That's right, I added the obliques. Now my knowledge of how to do oblique abs is growing slowly, and I'm trying to figure out how to do these oblique abs better and better, oblique abs better, ab exercises better and better. So bear with me. But as I do the motion 3 times a week, no doubt I'm going to start making some really strong improvements in my ab routine. And so, anyway, I'm excited because I've got those 2 components, the most critical components of building a solid 6-pack abs, integrated into my workout routine and into my eating routine. Not easy to do. I've wanted abs for a long time, for basically a decade, but haven't really been able to sort of assemble all the neurons associated with pulling abs together. But now, finally, I've been able to make it happen. At least the beginning. For what I can see is that I'm on track, right? I've got a vision, and I've got actions, and you know, you don't achieve any goal unless you have some basic bare bone foundational actions and at least a vision, and you've established the habits, right? I wonder what kind of habits I've had to that have had to fall away because of this habit. But anyway, it's just that combination of nutrition and exercise relating to the abs. And so what I can forecast, I can foresee that before long, it might even be as little as 30 days, I might have an ab-worthy stomach. I mean, how long really does it take for a person to develop ab muscles when they're working their abs 3 days a week? I would say about 30 days before someone starts seeing some real visual definition and improvement in the abs. That would be, I would think 30 days. Maximum like 90 days, 3 months before I get a really solid 6 pack of abs. Now, of course, that element, that's just the exercise element. Then there's the dietary element, which is important. So I'm going to try to lose some weight. Right now, I'm only interested in losing about 6 pounds. I figure, okay, I could probably do it in 6 pounds. I could probably reach my 6 pack goals. And so, how long is it going to take for me to lose 6 pounds? I think it might take 4 weeks, right? A month. So, I'm thinking 30 days. In 30 days, I should be well on my way to having some decent abs, a decent 6 pack in 30 days. So, that is pretty exciting to me. I mean, I think that is a very reasonable schedule for me to lose 6 pounds. And so that means that by my birthday, which is May 27th, I will be an ab monster, right? Well, not an ab monster, but I'll have some semblance. Instead of having the single pack, I at least will have a double pack. And maybe a triple pack. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But at least having abs, look, it's like mid-March now. Today's St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March. I'm thinking that, by my birthday, certainly late May, I should have some kind of ab definition, which is kind of exciting. And the thing about abs is that they're very visible, at least to me. They're actually not visible to anyone else unless I'm taking off my shirt or anything like that. And the fact is, that's not going to happen very often. I mean, come on. How often do people? Maybe when I go to the hot tub or go swimming or something like that. I've also made another interesting. Well, anyway, I'm going to move on to another subject because one can only talk about abs for so long, even though one is very excited about getting abs. So there is one thing that's interesting me right now, and about my workouts, some changes I'm making. Let me tell you about some of those changes. So one change I'm making has to do with my chest workout. So my pectoralis majors. So you might be asking, well, what changes are you making in your chest workout? So in the past, I've gone through a lot of cycles where I've done like mostly dumbbells, and then I've gone through other cycles where I've done mostly barbells, and then I've gone through other cycles where I've done mostly machines. And of course, it's always a combination of dumbbells, barbells, machines for chest, right? But then I had an experience with the barbell where I sort of lost my grip, and thankfully I walked away on it, not without any serious injuries, just some scratches on my wrist. But it kind of shook me up a little bit, and so I was looking for another way, and so I did sort of maneuver to machines a little bit after that um, problem with the barbell. But I think what's happening now is I'm moving away from machines, and I'm gonna have a pure dumbbell chest workout, which I think makes a lot of sense. Pure dumbbell chest. Um, Pure dumbbell chest. I'm gonna be doing pure dumbbell chest. So why am I gonna be pure? I'm getting distractions because I'm getting some emails. So tell me about these pure dumbbell chest problems. Um, Pure dumbbell chest. So what am I doing? Um, Pure dumbbell chest. Um, Tell me about pure dumbbell chest. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be doing pure dumbbell chest working out, which is fine. I think in fact, I'm feeling it today, like because I changed out my um, chest workout. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, and so I'm really happy about feeling the chest discomfort here. So I'm glad about. And here's the thing: dumbbells have always been basically the way that my chest grows. You know, I've always reached plateaus with barbells and machines. Now, a lot of that could be reasons related to my technique or frequency of training or even nutrition. But I don't know, dumbbells always seem to do the trick for some reason. I don't know what it is about dumbbells. They are just the most intense method of for me for tackling my muscles and getting them to grow. Why is that? Why are dumbbells? I think there's a lot of good reasons dumbbells are. First of all, dumbbells do not provide any assistance or stability. Even barbells provide some kind of stability and assistance, and but dumbbells do not. So basically, dumbbells for me are the king. I know a lot of people love the barbell, and the barbell's great for like adding weight and stuff, but I don't know. Although I love the barbell, and I love the barbell, and I use it in very many ways. Um, I'm just not into barbells for everything. One of the exercises I've been enjoying lately is the T-bar row, and in a way, that's kind of like a barbell, although it is a machine. Um, and I guess there are barbell. I guess what I could do is I could do a dumbbell adaptation of barbell rows, which I guess are just dumbbell rows. I could probably do a variation of dumbbell rows. Huh. That's the first time I've kind of thought about that. I don't think that that's really where I want to go. I was going to mention that I've been doing um, landmine rows in place of T-bar rows because for some reason I think it hits my lats better. It just feels better, and I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I'm not sure why the landmine row hits my lats better than the T-bar row, but because it really shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, honestly. All right, so let's talk about another subject because I'm losing my steam when it comes to talking about physical fitness here. What else is going on? Well, today, like I mentioned, is St. Patrick's Day. And so the question is, what am I going to do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I actually have no plans, although I have been considering um, getting a Shamrock Shake. For me, that's how I celebrate holidays. getting a Shamrock Shake. Now, I'm fine with that, but here's the problem. I'm not going to need a Shamrock Shake until 8 o'clock p.m. And the fact is, I actually don't want to go around driving around town because of all the people who are tipsy driving today, because it's basically a national drinking holiday. And so, what am I going to do? I don't know. I think I might get a DoorDash of a Shamrock Shake, which is kind of funny because I'm kind of on a diet right now, and I don't necessarily want to get a Shamrock Shake, but I don't have any other way to celebrate. Now, must one celebrate St. Patrick's Day? No. Oh, look at this. I want to let you know about another habit I've got going. So at the gym, I see a lot of people drinking a ton of water, like a gallon of water at a time. Now, I'm not necessarily a big water drinker, but I've had to sort of change my ways and become one. And, well, I haven't had to, but I've wanted to. And I've looked upon these people who carry around their 1 gallon bottles of water with admiration, and also a little bit of uncertainty. I just don't know if it would improve things. Anyway, I decided to go not the full extreme of drinking a gallon of water a day, which I think is a lot of water. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. Usually they say drink the number of ounces in your body. Well, this is 32. I've been drinking 3 of these, so that's about 100 ounces a day, which is plenty. Let me tell you, 100 ounces is plenty. I don't know why anyone would drink. I weigh about 146 pounds right now. For me to drink 146 ounces of water is crazy. Why would I do that? Anyway, but who knows? Maybe that sentiment will change. I'm open to change. And so I've started drinking at least 3 quarts of water every day. And so one of the results, I've been doing it for about a week now. One of the results has been I've been going to the bathroom a lot more often. And I've not been able to detect any other changes. Now, I've actually been asking myself if I'm in a better mood, or my metabolism seems to be stronger or faster, or maybe I feel a little more energetic. These are all possibilities, but the fact is it's just not a marked change. Now, I have a sense that it may be that I might be being a little more energetic because of the water, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm still figuring that out. The results are not in. I've only been doing the exercise for nearly just under a week. And maybe I'll let you know how it's going with the water. Does it matter to me one way or the other? Well, you know what? If it helps me, that would be great. If it doesn't, then I'll just scrap it. But anyway, I figure I might as well try. Now, I've heard ideas that maybe the fine lines, wrinkles in my face might be shorter or smaller as a result, because my skin is getting filled in with water, and I really hope that that's the case. We'll see. And maybe it'll help my voice, maybe it'll help my muscles, I'm hoping it will, or maybe it'll help just all the cells in my body get the water that it needs. The body, help all those cells get the water they need. I don't know if you've noticed, but my voice is a little creaky this morning. And that's because I think the last few days I've kind of missed out on doing my 25 minutes of talking. And I certainly forgot to do it yesterday. And yesterday was what, Tuesday? Yeah. And I'm hoping I remember to do it on Monday, but I think I haven't remembered to do it for a couple days. So I guess these are so here's the thing. The question is, how do I remember to do these daily habits like drinking and speaking every day? And I'm using a new app called, what is the new app called? The app is called Productive. Anyway, I'm hoping it'll help me figure out how to do this. I need reminders, regular reminders, to drink 3 quarts of water and to speak for 25 minutes every day.